Hi beautiful people, I hope you're all really well. Welcome to another pick a card reading. Today I'm doing a reading that was requested by Rebecca. So hi Rebecca. This is a really interesting reading. Now I don't generally tend to do forecast readings, as in readings that are going too far ahead of time, as in 6 or 12 month readings. Now, the reason I don't do this is because, as I say in a lot of my other videos, time is an illusion and energy is fluid. So this is meaning that, things can change very quickly. And also, because energy is fluid, how you're feeling now and the energy you have now can differ to 6 months time, 2 weeks time, a day's time. So a reading we could do now could change the outcome of the reading, or what it is that you need to learn in the reading can change again in a couple of weeks. But it is a request and I do like doing them, so there's no complaints here. But it's just, you've got to take every reading with a grain of salt, because everything changes all the time. But I do see the readings as a way to really find out some more stuff that you need clarity around, and to help to understand your situation a little bit more. So without any further ado, guys, I have 4 different piles of cards for you to choose from. So remember, this is a 6-month forecast, and Rebecca did request that it was around relationships and love. Now, I can't really control the outcome of what cards are going to come out and what they're going to represent for you. So we're just going to go with the messages and the feeling that I'm getting. And, maybe love is coming towards you in 6 months. Maybe it's not. Maybe there's stuff you've still got to learn. Maybe it's just not the right time for it, okay? But yeah, so let's go. Here are the 4 piles of cards that you guys have to choose from, okay? So this is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3, and this is pile 4, okay, guys? So please feel free to pause the video if you need to have a think about which pile you're going to pick from. Again, this is pile 1, this is pile 2, this is pile 3, and this is pile 4. And this is a 6-month forecast in regards to relationships, love, connections, and what we can see coming up that is in the present energy. Okay, so we're going to get started, and I'm going to move. That's a bit better. Okay, so we're going to start with pile 1. So if these are the cards, pile of cards you chose from, this is your reading. Now these are the cards that you guys got, and I'm going to go through and explain it. Okay, so to start off, we have the Lovers. So what this is telling me is that, yeah, you guys definitely are looking for a connection. You guys definitely want to be in a relationship with someone. It's something that you're looking forward to. It's something that you've had on your mind for quite a while. So then we had clarifying the 7 of Arrows. Now what this is telling me is, I kind of get the feeling and the vibe that you guys may be blocking finding a partner or a connection with someone because of perhaps insecurities that you have within yourself. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot of insecurities, especially in regards to the way you look. Okay, so please feel free to leave feedback in regards to this. I'm very interested to find out what you guys think of this. Yeah, I feel like there's also a lot of shame, perhaps around past relationships you've had with people, whether this is something you really deserve, and it's kind of what's blocking you from having a partnership with someone, okay? Now, we then had the 10 of Bows. So what this is telling me is that I feel like this is another blocker as well. I feel like you guys carry a lot of responsibility. I feel like you guys have a lot on your shoulders, and sometimes I feel like you guys find it difficult to see the forest from the trees, no pun intended. I kind of feel like sometimes you guys find it difficult to let go of burdens, and it's those burdens that don't allow us to see clearly. But this is something, because it's the 10, it means it's, you know, towards the end of the cycle. So what this is really telling me is that this is something that you really need to be aware of. You need to be aware of that also your responsibilities can sometimes block you from finding what it is that you're after. Or perhaps you've also been in relationships in the past where people have had a lot of responsibility, and therefore they haven't been able to come home to you or to be able to provide you with the type of connection or relationship that you want. So, but this is sort of 6-month energy. So yeah, this is really, perhaps, yeah, I kind of feel like you guys take too much on as well. And yeah, there's not enough balance within yourselves. Then we have the Page of Stones clarifying this. So what this is telling me is I do feel like there may be someone coming in. Maybe there's going to be someone coming in. Maybe you may meet them at work. Or at a work function perhaps. I feel like, yeah, there's someone that's going to be communicating to you through your means of making money, if that makes sense. I feel like this person is very practical. I feel like they are quite spiritual. They're very grounded. And I feel like this is someone that that's going to be starting to communicate with you within the next 6 months. So someone with real earth energy is what I'm picking up. Someone that's quite attractive, someone that's quite smooth, but someone that's very humble and grounded. And I do have this feeling of this spiritual element about them. Then we have the Ace of Stones. So what this is telling me is that there's this needing or wanting of like a foundation that is strong. And I feel like that can be coming in for you guys. I think this is a potential for someone to be coming in and bringing you an offer that is really earthy, that is really grounded, and that is really secure and loyal. So that's very interesting. So I do feel like there's going to be someone coming in, but I feel like it's going to be small. It's going to be communication first, and that you may just get to know each other like slowly, if that makes sense. Because it's like you're both kind of wanting a sturdy foundation before you start anything, if that makes sense. So, but that's really nice. It's nice to have that slow burn, you know, because then you really get to know someone. Now, the card of advice I got for you guys was the Page of Vessels. So what I'm getting here is just really start seeing things in... Okay, be conscious of how you communicate with others in regards to how you feel. Take things slowly in regards to communicating how you feel to people. Like baby steps, if that makes sense. But yes, so pile 1, in summary, I really do feel that you definitely are wanting some sort of connection and relationship. This is really important to you, and obviously this is why you're watching this reading. I do feel like what blocks you though is some insecurities that you have, and I think sometimes you can also, with all due respect, sometimes fall into thinking too much about being a victim in the past, or you know, I think sometimes you also worry about people walking away from you or people deceiving you. So this is something that's blocking you, and I know that it can be challenging to overcome, but realistically, in order for you to really manifest a beautiful new relationship with someone where you have all those really nice things that you're after, which I feel is stability, you need to be able to know and feel that you can trust people again, and feel and get to your, get back on your feet. Don't be overburdening yourself with work too much. Let go of, because sometimes I also feel like perhaps you are the type of people that really just take on a lot, so that, to keep you busy, to keep your mind occupied, so that you're not thinking too much about relationships and connections, is what I'm picking up. What I also feel is that I really think that you guys are going to be meeting someone that is really earthy, really spiritual. You're going to find them attractive, and there's just something really mysterious about this person. You may, as I said before, you may meet them through work, okay, or through a means of how you make money. But yeah, you're definitely going to, but I think you're going to be offered, definitely, there's going to be a new offer coming in that's going to be a lot more stable. And the word of advice for you guys is, yeah, just to remember to communicate your feelings slowly, to take things slowly, and to express your emotions when it feels right. Don't rush stuff too much, is what I'm picking up. But also be willing to start again, and be willing to take that risk in love, but just be conscious of how you express your feelings, and just baby steps, right, rather than just rushing in. So pile one, that's a really beautiful reading. I really hope that you like that. I hope it resonated, and please feel free to leave feedback and comments below, okay? So now we're going to go on to pile two. These are the cards you chose. This is your reading. Now, we have Nine of Cups to start with. So what this is telling me is that you guys are in a position where you're feeling pretty fulfilled within yourself and within your life, okay? You've got a lot of things going on, and the only thing that's missing is a connection with someone, okay? We have the Six of Pentacles clarifying. So yeah, this is telling me that you guys are really in a good frame of mind in regards to balance. You're feeling very balanced within yourself. You're fulfilled and you're feeling very balanced. And that's because you've been able to balance yourself, if that makes sense, which is really, really good. You're definitely someone that likes equal give and take, and you're definitely someone that, is quite giving. You're very giving. You're a very giving person, and that fulfills you. Giving fulfills you, okay? But yeah, you are missing that element. You do want a relationship. You want a connection with someone. Okay, so then we've got a pretty full-on card coming up. So we've got Judgment. Sorry about the glare. So what this is telling me is that, yeah, there's going to be a point coming up in the next 6 months where I feel like you're going to be put in a position where you're going to have to make a decision, and that decision is going to be based on the past. So either someone from your past is going to be coming back into your life, or I do feel like someone's going to be coming in, okay? And it's going to bring up ghosts from the past. So it's either someone from your past, or it's going to be someone that triggers things from the past, if that makes sense. And you're going to have to make a judgment call and decide what it is that you want to do about this. Because yeah, you've had heartache before in the past. So either someone's coming in that has caused you heartache, or as I said before, something is just coming up that's going to trigger heartache from the past. Okay, so you're going to have to make a decision about what you're going to do with this person, or what are you going to do about those feelings that are coming up for you. Now we then have Death, lots of major arcanas for you guys. So yeah, this is about you really wanting transformation. This is about you really wanting to move on. You're not wanting to have to go through the whole rigmarole again with this person. If it's someone from your past coming in, or if it's someone new coming in, you don't want to have to go through this whole big palaver again with them. So there's going to be a decision that's going to be made, and it's going to be you that's making this decision of whether, you know, this is going to transform into something or whether you're just going to walk away from it. And it is going to cause you, we have the Nine of Swords, it could potentially cause you some sleepless nights. Now, this is the thing about tarot readings, and this is why I love them, because it's giving you information and energy for you to be aware of, and because you're now aware of this, you can change it, okay? Because we're manifestors. So yeah, this thing that's coming up, you know that you either have to leave it or you have to change your way of looking at it, is what I'm getting. And there's going to be some stress around it, okay? So you can either choose to be stressed about it or not be stressed about it. But look, no one's perfect, right? So you may struggle with it a little bit. Now, the word of advice I'm getting for you guys is the Five of Swords. So what I'm getting here is, you know, this might be a situation, as I said before, where someone from your past is coming in, and perhaps or perhaps there might be a couple of people coming in and you're having to make a decision between people, but there's definitely someone coming in the picture, okay, that's going to trigger stuff from the past. And you're going to have to decide whether to walk away from it or not. So the word of advice is just remember to keep in mind what's happened in the past. And just remember that, you know, it can't always be a win-win situation. So if you're having to make a decision about someone or something, or perhaps if you're having to make a decision between two people or your past and future, it's someone's going to walk away disappointed. Someone's going to walk away disappointed. But that's something that you just need to keep in mind, that you're not going to be able to make everyone happy. But the message I'm getting here is just be humble about it, you know, and just keep in mind how you would want to be treated in a situation like that. Keep in mind that you may have been put in a situation like this before. So perhaps another story here could be that someone's coming in from your past and you're kind of just like thinking, oh, I don't really want this anyway, you know, or you're deciding. And then maybe you might be in this energy of like, if I cut them off anyway, whatever, they've done this to me in the past, so it's their karma. Try not to be like that if that's your story, okay? Or if you're having to choose, just remember that, you know, if you've had a past with this person before, that yeah, it's a no-win situation is what I'm picking up here. So just keep everyone's emotions in mind. Know that you can't always make everyone happy, but be humble in what it is that you're doing. Because yeah, what goes around comes around, and karma catches up with everyone. You know, there's positive karma, and then there's karma that challenges us, okay? So pile 2, I hope that resonated. Okay, we're now on to pile 3. If these are the cards you chose, this is your reading. These are the cards you got. So straight up, we have the Seven of Swords. So what this is telling me is that either you or someone in your past has walked away from you. Maybe they weren't being fully honest with you about why they were walking away. It doesn't really matter, it's in the past. But yeah, the past can affect you, right? Yeah, so then we have the Knight of Swords. So what I'm getting here is I feel like you may have had an experience in the past with someone who probably rushed in too quickly. Maybe this person was a little bit brash. Maybe this person wasn't, you know, as sensitive as you would have liked them to be, or as empathetic or understanding as you would have liked them to be, and they ended up just sort of walking away, you know, or maybe that was you walking away from someone, whatever resonates. This is energy that's affected your past, okay? And it's stuff that you need to move through. Now, it's sort of like left you in this position of the Two of Swords. So I really do feel like this is something you've experienced from someone else. So it's left you in this position where you're really guarded in regards to love and opening your heart to people. and it kind of feels like you're in two minds. And you're in two minds about whether you'll be able to move forward from this type of, away from this energy. Then I have the Two of Wands, but at the same time, know and keep in mind that you can be successful, because I kind of feel like you have the power to do this. The world is in your hands, and perhaps also someone from the past who has hurt you is going to be rushing back in, is another scenario. This is just a general reading, okay? So yeah, it's left you sort of a little bit more guarded, but it's also left you in a position where, even though you're guarded, it's also given you the power to be able to go, well, the world is in my hands now, and it's now up to me what I decide to go and which way I decide to take this, if that makes sense. Okay, so it's empowering at the same time. I then got the Queen of Pentacles. So yes, this energy, I really feel like you are getting back into this energy. I feel like over the next 6 months, you're really going to be getting back into this energy of honoring yourself, of really thinking and focusing more on money, on keeping yourself secure and stable. And, really remembering that you want that in a partner as well. That's what you're looking for. Now, I then had the Empress, which is really beautiful, clarifying this. So yeah, you're definitely going to be moving into the Empress energy over the next 6 months. You're really going to be coming into your power. I feel also like you're going to become a little bit softer. So whatever stuff you've had to go through in the past is really helps you to be more secure in yourself, more grounded. Know that you can, that you are independent and that you can look after yourself. And it's helping you to become more worldly wise and full of knowledge. It's helping you to really step into your power as the Empress. Now, so I'm not particularly picking up any type of person coming in. If anything, it might be someone coming in from the past, but I'm not picking that up at the moment. What I feel like with this particular group is the next 6 months is more going to be about you realizing your power, and you really stepping into your power and focusing more so on money and what makes you feel comfortable, which will get you to step into this power, which is really attractive, right? Now, what I had for the word of advice for you guys was the Ace of Pentacles. So what this is telling me is that if someone is to come into your life, and when they do, just keep in mind, because this offer is going to be coming up, okay? This offer is coming up. It may not be in the next 6 months, but I don't think it's going to be that far away. I would say, I don't want to forecast, but I would say within the next year, you're definitely going to be, someone is going to be making a more grounded offer to you. And that's what I feel like this particular pile is after. So the advice is that you need to remember that this is what you want. You need to remember that this is what you deserve as well. You deserve stability. You deserve security. You deserve someone that's loyal and faithful. And you deserve, stability is the biggest thing I'm getting, and this is going to be coming into you, because you're going to really be stepping into your power, and once you've really stepped into that power, you're going to know and feel your worth a lot more. And I really feel like you're only going to be going for people that are going to be giving you really good, solid, strong offers. Okay, so pile 3, I hope that resonates. That's all a lot about like self-growth and knowing your power, and remembering to, remembering that you're manifesting and that you can get this a really solid offer. Okay. Now, last but very not least, pile 3, pile 4, if these are the cards you chose, this is your reading. Okay. So at the moment, you're in this moon energy. So you're really unsure of what's going to happen. And I kind of feel like you guys fear that as well a little bit. Like you fear the uncertainty because you can't see things fully clearly because you're in the moon. The sun hasn't come out and clarified things for you. So you're sort of in this in this sort of murky energy at the moment of not knowing. And then we had the Ten of Cups clarifying. So this is really bringing home that this is something you want. You want the Ten of Cups. You want fulfillment and happiness within a relationship, okay? And I kind of feel like you fear that this is never going to happen. Be careful what you think, okay? We then had the King of Cups, because it's coming, okay? Man or woman, whatever resonates. King of Cups, this is a person that's coming in who is really emotional. They're extremely sensitive, but they're very, very good at controlling their emotions. But they're highly emotional and highly sensitive, okay? This person is in their power. So they're mature. Sometimes they can, because they're so good at controlling their emotions, sometimes they can be a little bit manipulative, but I'm not saying that that's going to happen to you. But what I'm trying to say to you is that yes, sometimes you won't even recognize how emotional or how sensitive this person is because they hide it so well. But yes, they're highly emotional, highly sensitive, very loving. Okay, love is important to them. Being in a relationship is high priority for them. Okay, so they are going to be coming in. We then had the Hierophant. This is really cool. So what this is telling me is this person that's coming in is someone that is ready for commitment. This is someone who likes structure. This is someone who has very strong morals and values and beliefs. There's someone who isn't easily swayed, who isn't easily influenced by others, and they know what they want and they're going to go for it. And it's serious for them. Relationships and a connection is serious. They want something serious. They want something stable. They don't just want a bit of fun. They're serious. They want, they want to commit. There's someone that will commit to you, okay? So, nice one. Now, we then have the Queen of Wands. So what this is telling me is, man or woman, whatever this represents to you, but I kind of feel like this is going to be you, okay? So I really feel like this person is going to be able to help you really blossom and come into your full power. So I really feel like perhaps if you aren't already in this energy, this is your true energy, okay? So the Queen of Wands, if you don't know already, this is like all the elements of the fire sign. So this person is really charismatic. They are very creative. They enjoy nature. They're very fiery, they're very passionate people, okay? So I feel like this King of Cups that is coming in is really going to bring this out in you. And the message I'm also getting is this person is going to allow you to be more in your feminine energy, okay? So take that how it resonates, whether you're a man or woman watching this, okay? Now this is really beautiful. I then got the Strength card clarifying this. So what this is telling me is also, because this person is going to allow you to be in this power, or I don't really want to say allow, but I think you know what I'm trying to say. Because this person makes you feel comfortable enough to be in this power, it's going to bring you strength to a new level. And I really feel like this is this person here. I kind of really feel like you're going to be able to tame this person as well. Not in a controlling way, but I really feel like this King of Cups is really, he or she has got really, really strong energy, right? They're very powerful people in a really positive way, okay? Like this dragon, but it's kind of like, what I'm getting here is that you're going to be wrapped around their little finger. Oh, I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but they're going to think that you're the be all and end all. They're going to see the strength in you, and they're really going to admire that, and they're going to help you out a lot. They're going to be there for you. They're going to protect you, and it's really going to bring you into your power big time. This is so beautiful. It's going to also make you feel really strong in your feminine energy, okay? Now, the word of advice, that is so nice. The word of advice I got for you guys is judgment. So what this is telling me is, please don't judge this King of Cups, okay? Please don't compare the King of Cups to other people or other relationships you've had in the past. Because this is a new beginning and this is a new person, okay? This is a new person, okay? And they're serious. So please let go. Please remember that you need to let go of the ghosts from the past. You need to remember to let go of all the not so great relationships that you've had in the past, and don't think that this King of Cups, man or woman, is going to be the same, okay? Because they're not. So you need to be able to let go of the past and heal from that in order to really make this relationship with the King of Cups work, okay? So keep that in mind. Don't judge them too quickly, okay? Because this may or make or break this relationship, okay? So don't judge, because this is new. This person is going to be different. They're going to want to commit to you, okay? So all right, we're at the end of the reading, so I hope you guys all enjoyed. And look, I'd really love if you guys could share this video. If you haven't already subscribed, that would be great if you could. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Please feel free to leave feedback and comments below. And until now, in the next reading, lots of love, light, and blessings to you all.